What's up, world? It's me, Gary with the G. I know you guys been running into ammo shortage. Trying to find this is real tough. I get it. This is real tough to find. So I'm gonna give you one solution out of many. You can wait in them long lines. You can ask a buddy. You can travel state to state trying to find ammo, or you can invest in one of these. Now this one is the Hornady Lock and Load ammo press. There's different varieties. You got Lee, you got RCBC, and a couple others out there that they're all good presses. I choose this one because I've used the self-defense ammo by Hornady and I really like it. It functions well in my firearm, so I figured I'd get the press. But any of these presses will work well. There is a price ticket that comes with it, but in the long run, I mean, it pays off. If you plan on shooting a lot, if you plan on, practicing your craft, or in these times when it's tough to get ammo, you want to make sure you have the ability to still remain relevant. This might be an option for you. I'm not going to show you in depth. I'm just going to show you basically what happens when you get one of these presses. This press, I think, ran me about $500 or $600. If you think about ammo right now, ammo is pretty much about $1 a round. When just not too long ago, ammo was about 17 cents a round. Well, I'm not going to be able to get down to 17 cents a round, but I'm going to show you how to get close. We're going to get it down to maybe around 30 to 33 cents a round. I'm going to show you how. All right, so this is our final product right here. So in order to make ammo, you need 4 major components. That's going to be the brass that holds all the components together. You're going to need primers. Today we're going to be using CCI primers, pistol primers. I'll show you what that looks like. I got some here on this plate. It just looks like nothing, but this is what ignites that powder. And speaking of powder, the next thing will be powder. You're gonna need some type of accelerant. And then the last product, of course, is gonna be the bullet itself. So those 4 major components make up one of these. And it's pretty simple. If I go to the range, I'm gonna use my ammo, and then I'm gonna pick up my brass. So now the brass is free. Free brass. This is how you get free brass. Check your local gun ranges when you go shooting and pick up the brass, and make sure you check which brass is for your particular firearm. It will tell you on the back if you're not sure. All right, so you need the brass. You got the brass for free. So now you need bullets. Okay, these run you maybe about 10 cents for each one. All right, so you're 10 cents in right now. The powder, this powder costs about $25 per pound, okay? You might get it for 26, 27, which averages to about 13 cents a round. So now you're at 13 cents and 10 cents for the bullet. So now we're already at 23 cents. Then you need your primers. All right, so your primers are normally 3 cents. Right now you can get them from 8 cents to 20 cents. Let's go with a medium. You could, if you really search, you can get them for about 10 cents a primer right now. So we're at 13, 10, which is 23, and then another 10, 33 cents a round. That beats $1 a round for me, or waiting in line hoping that that supplier is going to have ammo for that day, and not only have ammo, but the ammo that I need for that day. You know, you get there and you're looking for 9mm and all they have is 45. You know, so this makes it relevant for you to stay at home and make your own stuff. And the good thing about making your own ammo is you can fine tune it to how you want it to run in your specific firearm. Okay, so after you got all these components, we got our brass that we found. The first thing we're gonna have to do is take out the primer out of the brass, and this machine will do that. You run it through the machine. All right, once you run it through the machine, it's gonna make this round. It's gonna go through the decapping and sizing die, and it's gonna take that primer out of the brass for you. The next thing we're gonna want to do is we want to clean this brass. You don't want filthy brass when you're reloading. So you want to clean the brass, make sure it's not fouled up, checking it for no stretch marks, making sure that it's still capable of reloading. You put it in my reloading station here, which is the sonic cleaner, the lock and load sonic cleaner, which we use a little bit of this hot shot cleaner. This is concentrate, so this will last a long time. To 40 parts water. You turn it on, it's gonna make a little noise like this. You're gonna hear it, gassing up. It sounds like gas, but it's actually cleaning that brass, and it cleans it really well too. We do that for about 30 minutes. When we have it in there for 30 minutes, at that point, we let that brass sit and dry thoroughly. You do not want to use wet or damp brass. So we sit and we dry that brass thoroughly before we move on to the next. And the next part to that, let me turn this off for a second. The next part to that would be getting your brass, putting in your loading center. And now we're gonna flare the mouth of the brass to get that bullet to sit in there just the way it needs to sit. It's gonna go from the first chamber, put in the primer back into the round. Then we're gonna open the mouth. Then we're gonna put the powder in. Next, we're gonna check the powder to make sure the powder is not overcharging or double charging. And for that, you're gonna need probably some type of scale on hand to double check to make sure it's not dropping too much or too little powder. Then it's going into the last step, which is seating the bullet into the brass and crimping it down till you have your final product. This at 33 cents a round, there's a lot of components involved. Like I said, this one cost me about 600. The cleaner must have been about 150, scale about 150, and the powder, brass, and all of these things, let's say $1,000. But if I'm saving 70 cents a round and you're shooting 400 rounds a month, like I'm shooting about 400 rounds a month. 70 times, that's a good piece of change right there. It's like $28 a month I'm saving. Oh, is it 280? My math is kind of off right now, but you can do the math. If I'm doing 400 rounds and I'm saving 70 cents, that's a good bit of change. It beats spending $400. So I'm saving $28 every time. All right, 28 a month, that's 280. You might say in 5 years that pays off for all of the components. But you got to think about it. If these times hit again, would you rather be prepared and not even have to worry about it, and you go out and make your own brass? Or do you want to suffer and maybe not be able to shoot or participate in any of the functions that you might like doing, like hunting, sport, or even self-defense? It's something you need to think about. I need you guys to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and check for all the content that we got coming up. It's me, Gary with the G. Click, click, bang. And I need you guys to really subscribe out there. Don't half step. Go ahead and subscribe and let me know what you think. If you want me to do a full depth review on this Hornady press, just go ahead and leave me a comment. If I get those comments that say make the video, I'm gonna drop that video. I'm gonna see you on the next one.